program's very excited about our first game. For our coaches, we want to be able to see where we're at. It's time to hit somebody else. Our kids are excited. They've prepared very well. We're going to go find it and see where we're at. So it's an exciting time. A little nerve-wracking. This is the first day of school today, so we're actually starting school during game week, which is a little nerve-wracking for coaches as far as keeping all the distractions away. But at the same time, our kids are excited. They're fired up, and hopefully we'll play well. And that's the main thing, is how well we can play.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Atlanta, Georgia. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Jeff Schultz of the Atlanta Constitution. Hey, Coach. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Do you see your job as sort of twofold, not just obviously getting the program to win, but sort of exciting people on campus? I know the support in the stands and maybe among the student base seemed to wane a little bit after the initial burst, and I was just wondering how you sort of view that.
Well, yeah, I think part of my job is getting out on the campus and trying to get these kids, motivated and behind it. I went out and spoke to the convocation at the convocation yesterday and tried to fire them up a little bit. And we're getting around. We had a block party to get around and meet students, and all we can do to garner support and let them know that our young men are going to support them and try to build some pride and some tradition in the program. So yeah, that's part of it. It's not what I'm judged on, but that's part of the territory.
Is it your view generally that if you win, people will start coming, or?
You know how that is.
Yeah.
But it takes care of everything. So, you win some games and people will come, but people have to understand where we're at and what's going on. I mean, we're trying to continue to build the program. This isn't something where we're an established program. Just because we joined the Sun Belt doesn't automatically change us into, a Sun Belt football team until we, get our kids to see what that level of competition is like and get them to, raise the bar and be able to recruit into it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Our next questions come from Charlotte, North Carolina. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Coach Ryan Rose, ESPN. I hope you're doing well. As I take a look at your roster and you're too deep, I'm curious if you think back to spring practice and then take it all the way through fall camp. With the interesting mix of youth and experience that you have, where do you feel like your strong points are going to be heading into this weekend?
Well, I think our strong points are going to have to rely upon our defensive line and our wide receivers on the offensive side. One of our really strong points is our punter, but I hope to never use him.
Right.
That's part of the goal, is to limit his time on the field. But, we're going to find out. I've never been into war with these guys, these coaches. So I'm trying to, judge and see what we've got, how they're going to react when the lights go on and we're not on the field to tell them what to do and those kind of things. So, this is purely right now still an evaluation process of see where we're at in the program and the guys that we have, how they're going to do, and how some of these young kids, because we're going to play some true freshmen, and how they're going to react, going out there and playing when the lights go on.
And following up on that, do you have one or two kind of things that you hope to get answered in the first game? I know you won't find out everything about everybody, but do you have any kind of concerns that heading in you hope get solved kind of quickly?
Well, you always have concerns, but the thing I'm looking for, I want to see if they compete, how they compete. Okay. I want to see how. That's the first thing you have to teach when you're building your program. And I want to see how they go out and compete on every down. Do they fly to the football? When things don't go right, because they won't always go right. Even when you win games, things go wrong in the game. Will they hang their heads? How do they respond to adversity? Do they come back strong? And that's what I want to see. I want to see who I'm dealing with and how they are dealing with situations.
And I guess lastly, for yourself, do you have any questions about yourself as you head into a new venture down in Atlanta? Anything you want to that you have learned about yourself rebuilding another program, or learning about yourself as you continue to grow as a coach?
Not really. I mean, just patience. You know, people have to understand that word, patience, and I keep telling myself to be patient. Don't get too much in a hurry. You know, got to do it the right way. Got to recruit the right way, and you know, build your classes. We're still building classes so that there's separation between, you know, the classes. So this is a long haul deal, and that's what we're in it for. So patience for me. Nobody puts any more pressure on me than me.
Right.
Maybe my wife. But you know, that's the only one. And so we've got to make sure that we have patience and understand we know how to do it. We do it the right way, and we're not going to try to fudge and do it faster. Thanks for your time, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Coach. That's all the time we have for you today. We do appreciate your time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. If everyone